Tesco are the facilities management company employed by Kingston University to do such things as maintenance, security, receptions, post room. We run 4 of our halls of residence and also the conferencing facilities, which is where we are at the moment in Dulwich House. What we had previously had for a whole number of years is the traditional key press. A small key opens up a box in which are countless bunches of master keys, room keys and so on. To issue them to maintenance staff, cleaning staff, caretaking staff over the course of at least a 6-day week, from 6 in the morning through to 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, tied up one person's time throughout the whole of the day and gave us particular problems in the evening. Without somebody there to issue the keys or to take back the keys at the end of a worker's shift, they would leave them ready to be put away, and that posed a potential threat of keys going missing. And we needed to be able to have a very independent, secure system in place for issuing and holding of the keys for all of the premises at the university. On the 2 main campuses, Knights Park and Penman Road, there's a pool of around about 100 people every single working day that would have access to keys for those 2 sites. 95 people too many, I would have thought, for good control of keys. Long-term security of the keys and therefore our buildings, our offices, server rooms, maintenance areas such as boilers and electrical cupboards, they are the main driving force for looking at doing what we were doing with keys better. About 3 years ago, we introduced the Traka system at Knights Park to see if that would help solve some of the issues, and it has. It has made it very transparent and very easy to know exactly where every set of key is, who has it, when they took it out, when they gave it back. It's also had the added benefit of releasing staff time from issuing and taking back of keys, and the security threat of, if they're not there, leaving the keys in a box on the desk. The university as an entity is very risk adverse, and part of choosing Traka was to help minimise or, if possible, eliminate risks attached to security and keys. Some of the locked cupboards that we have can contain, for example, servers at various different sites around the whole of the university. Those are very, very valuable. You don't want anyone having access to those, so the access is extremely restricted. But at the same time, if there's an electrical problem, we need an electrician to be able to get in. And they need to be able to get in immediately because of the danger. The Traka system has allowed us to have that completely free access to certain people without having to go through a senior person. We're trying to minimise the risk of a set of keys being lost or ending up in the hands of somebody that's not authorised.
This is a full set of master keys for the whole university, all 4 sites. To replace the locks to match all of these keys is probably between 150, maybe £200,000. The key that we're going to open the boiler room with at the moment, which is this plant room, somebody lost this a while ago and we had to replace it. And this little key here for replacement value is worth £28,000.
If those master keys go, we would be absolutely obliged to change all the locks as soon as we possibly could. We have to protect the university's assets and their facilities. A typical master key could cost up to £100,000 to change all of the locks that it opens. And there are a lot of master keys. We're able to find out if jobs have been completed, for example, particularly important on the cleaning side and caretaking side and maintenance side. If they need a certain set of keys to go and do a particular task or duty, it's very easy then to track when that task has been done because the keys have been registered back in to the Traka. One of the things that we're looking at the moment but haven't reached a decision on is the 4 halls of residence that I'm responsible for. 4 sites, 1,700 students, give or take, that are resident there. If a student loses their key, there's the danger that we have to change not just their bedroom lock, but also the flat, which can affect up to 10 other people. Therefore, new keys have to be issued. And then also the block, depending on which hall they're at, which can affect up to another 60 people. Because one key can open all of those, depending on which suite we've got, and we have to change them all. That gives us a problem. If one of us being the management team, caretakers, hall managers and so on, if we lost a master key, we'd have to change every single lock in the place. because the master key opens every single bedroom, every single flat, every single block. And because we have students resident there, we have a duty of care to them to protect not just themselves but also their belongings and give them privacy. The Traka system takes away the element of human error. It gives us much, much better security of very valuable items, all the sets of keys. And that in turn protects the university's assets and their facilities from unauthorised access and from theft.